So we were talking about experience and projects, right? Now 1,000 resumes go to HR. Okay, HR selects 50 resumes out of that. HR select 50 resumes out of that, and those 50 resumes go to hiring manager. Hiring manager selects 5 resumes out of these 50, and these 5 resumes are shortlisted for interview rounds. This is what happens in normal scenarios. Okay, this is what happens in normal scenarios. So for coming in this 50, out of 1,000 for coming in this 50, what we have to do is we have to make our resumes ATS friendly by doing what? By including keywords. By including keywords, we have to make it ATS friendly. ATS is a tool which ranks the resume based on the keywords present in them. Okay, if they rank the resume based on keywords present in them, so you have to come in top 50 rank in the ATS tool so that you can get shortlisted through HR. Once you are here, once you have become the part of these 50 people, hiring manager will look at all of these 50 resumes, and he will look at 2 things. One is, as I mentioned, LP, which is leadership principle. Leadership principle. Second thing that he look at is experience. Now when I'm saying experience, there are 3 parts to writing your experience. First part A, is to give context. Context means, or you can say use case. Let's say you are working with a team. You are working on a particular project. Why were you doing that project? Why is the question that you have to put here, right? That, for example, let's say I am working on a seller fraud detection team. I am saying the seller fraud was increasing, and due to that increase, we had to clean the platform and to make sure that the platform is not having a lot of fraud sellers. We had to do a project. So there's a context which you have to give, or use case that you have to explain. That's first part. Second part, I'm writing second part here. First part is context. Yeah. Second part is action. What was your action? The action that you took. So first one is what was the condition? What was the use case at that point? Second is action that you took. You built a model, let's say, built a model or built an analysis or built a report or dashboard. You built anything. That was the action that you took, right? Third part is impact. What was the impact of the things that you did on the business, on that particular team, on that particular thing that you were working on? What was the impact? Either the impact can be a dollar value impact, I mean money, or it can be time, hours saved, which is called effort saved, right? So you have to make sure that while you are mentioning your experience, you have to include maximum of these 3 things. जितने हो सके उतनी चीजें डालनी है इन तीनों में से. ये तीनों चीजें कवर होनी चाहिए in your experience. or projects. That is the point. Please write them down. Please write them down. First one is context. Basically, the use case that you are trying to solve. Second was action. Third was impact. Yeah. Now, if you talk about, I hope everyone wrote this. I'll tell you how to write it also. I'll tell you how to write it. I hope everyone is done writing this. Yeah. Okay. If someone is asking context means why were you working on it? Why? What is the reason? Yeah. What is the reason of you working on that? Okay. Now, when we are saying experience, it can be a paragraph or it can be a pointer, but not a lot of pointers. Not a lot of pointers. If there are only 3 things that you want to put, like one use case, action, impact, you can write it in points also, but it will be better if you can write everything together in one story. It will get covered. Okay. For example, let's say I write build a dashboard to track customer experience for the team to effectively check the customer journey, or to effectively track the customer journey. This is what I did. This is what I did. Was able to save 4 hours each day for each team. Something like that you can write. Okay? So basically you can write it in a paragraph form also. No issues. If you're writing it in a pointer form, please make sure that you're not adding a lot of pointers. Okay? Because if the story gets complete in one paragraph, the person is able to read it through and there is no issue. And you are able to cover all the 3 things. Why was there was a need of creating a dashboard? What did you do? You can mention build a dashboard in Tableau. That's it. Your keyword will also get covered here. Your keyword will also get covered here. I will show a resume. Guys, don't worry. Okay? till this point, is everyone clear? Please note them down. Please note them down, everyone. Done? Give me a second, guys. I'll quickly. One second. Okay. One second. I hope everyone is clear with this. Okay. Let me share my screen and show you how my resume looks like. It's an old one. It's an old one, but I'll show you how it looks like. Let me know if you're able to see the screen. You're able to write? So you see, you can have a picture here if you want. You can put your name, your this thing here, your summary, yeah. A data science enthusiast with ability to deliver valuable insights and everything. Yeah, then I can put my experience here. What did I work on? I can put skill sets here. I can put education here, and then experiences goes like this. Yeah. Paytm, then before Paytm, Bridge I2I, and before that, a project that I have worked on. This is how a normal resume looks like. Okay. You can or you might not add photo. It completely depends on you. So see, you can put your skill sets here, your experience here, or you can create a resume which is simple, like straight. Either you can do the segregation, the segregation that I've done, right? Or you can skip the segregation and you can just have one thing together. Okay? There are different ways you can create your resume like this. One way is LinkedIn. So I created with LinkedIn. With LinkedIn, you can create it, guys. LinkedIn has that. LinkedIn will provide you. I hope everyone is clear to this point. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's take a break now for 10 minutes.
Hello, Tushar. How is the session going?
Yeah, I think I'm getting a lot of messages.
Yes.
But yeah, it looks that it's going good.
Great. All right. So yeah, you definitely need a break. You have been speaking for a very long time. So please take your break. Meanwhile, I'll take over.
Sure, sounds good.
Hello, guys, and I'm back with more questions, more polls, and some exciting news for you all, right? And
Screen because I've opened my Paint uh, app, and I hope this will be better. Let's see. Let's see how it is. Okay, so let's talk about candidates, guys. Let's talk about once again. Let me, yeah. Let's talk about candidates. This is really bad. Should put a small one, yeah. Yeah, this is better. Seems there are three type of candidates for a company. From a company's perspective, there are three type of candidates, guys. First, fresher. And when I'm saying fresher, I mean complete fresher, just out of college. Just out of college. Yeah. For these people, for these candidates, what they should do is work on projects at least two. At least two projects you should work, guys. If you're a fresher, you have to work on at least two projects before applying to Amazon. Okay, before applying to Amazon, you should work on at least two projects. When I'm saying projects, I mean internships. I mean internship. Okay. You should do at least two internships or one internship and some projects, some Google projects. I'll come to Google projects. We'll discuss on the resources later. Yeah. So this is one type of candidate. Second type. How do I rub this? I mean, I can rub it like this, but it'll take a lot of time. 1 second, select. Let's see if I can remove it. Yes. Second type is freshers, or maybe we'll not talk about children. Freshers in analytics. Now, freshers in analytics basically are people who have, let's say, 3 years of experience in sales, in marketing, yeah, whatever. They have some experience outside, but not in analytics, and they want to move to analytics, right? The best course of action. My system is still getting stuck. Best course of action, and this is very interesting, guys. Please focus here. Let's say you have worked on sales before. You have worked on sales, and you are currently also working in a sales team. You are doing sales, let's say. Just try doing some data stuff. Some data stuff in sales. In your current role, just try doing something in sales. It's called sales analytics. If you do anything on data while you are in the sales team, you can call yourself sales data analyst, and you will not remain a fresher, is the point. Yeah. Similarly for marketing people, you can say marketing analytics. I was working in marketing analytics team, something like that. Even if you are not, you can say that I was working on sales analytics team or marketing analytics team if you you are able to justify the skill sets. Yeah. If you are able to justify the skill sets, you can become whatever you want. Okay. So there are certain roles. This is not applicable to all of them, by the way. It's only applicable to certain roles which are connected with analytics very closely. Okay. So people who have, how many of you guys have sales or marketing or operations or roles which are basically closer to analytics? Customer service, yes. Business intelligence, you already have. Okay. Marketing, okay. I see some of you guys. Yeah. So customer support, operations, financial analytics, sales, marketing, these are the roles by which you can basically say that, okay, I have worked in analytics. Companies can consider you as an experienced person and not as a fresher. Okay? As an experienced person and not as a fresher. Yeah, I see a lot of you guys are freshers in analytics but have experience in other which is nice. You can convert it into analytics. Web development, no. Web development is a software field. You can't convert it into analytics. Yeah. I hope this part is clear to you guys. You know? People who are experienced in other sectors but not in analytics, the best course is to convert some of your experience into analytics and show that in your resume. Mention that in your resume that I have worked on sales analytics, I have worked on marketing analytics, and so on. Yeah. Amazon will prefer you. Amazon will prefer if you have done something related to that. Okay. And third type. Third type are experienced professionals. I think very few of you will be experienced professional in analytics. Yeah. But if you guys are here, I'll tell you what you can do. You can tweak your resumes, है ना? अपने resumes को update कर सकते हो based on the things that we talked about, based on previous things that we discussed, है ना? कि leadership principle, yeah, you should add leadership principles. You should add projects relevant to e-commerce or retail sector, if possible. If you have any project related to them, you should add. Okay. Now, till this point, everyone is clear. All the three type of candidates, the actions that you guys have to take. I hope it's clear. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now the reason why I'm telling you this is salaries. Yeah. Salary differences is the reason that I'm telling you. When I talk about fresher in Amazon, when I talk about 1 year experienced, and when I talk about experienced professionals means more than 3 years. These are called experienced professionals. Salaries to a fresher that Amazon gives is 6 to 8 LPA. Okay. But if you are somehow able to reflect, able to show that you have 1 year experience in analytics, your salary drastically changes to 13 to 15 LPA. There's a drastic drastic increase, you see. Yeah. And if you have more than 3 years experience in analytics, your salary will be higher than anything higher than 28 pay. So the takeaway point is this, that if you are able to somehow show that you have 1 year of experience in analytics, you will get a much better salary than being a fresher. Okay? In Amazon specifically. Yeah. What to do with web development background? You can't do anything. We can't convert web development into an analytics project or anything like that. Yeah, we'll cover where to find projects here. Don't worry. This part is clear, yes or no? Okay. Next topic. Next topic is, once your resume, let's say you were here, right? You passed the HR. Your resume passed the HR. Then that resume went to hiring manager, and the resume passed him also, right? Now there are 5 candidates who are giving the interview rounds. Can you guys guess how many interview rounds happen in Amazon? How many interview rounds happen in Amazon? Let's see. More than 7 rounds. More than 7 rounds happen in Amazon. The first round happens with your hiring manager. The first round happens with your hiring manager. Hiring manager asks you questions on business understanding. Business understanding. They want to understand how do you think of business? Let's say Amazon's business. They can ask you any question like, if you have to set up your own e-commerce website, how would you do that? What will be the things that you will start looking at, and all those things. If you want to build your gyms, let's say in a city, how would you do that? So business questions. Okay. The first round usually happens with the hiring manager, and they check your business understanding. Second, third, fourth, fifth usually are technical interviews, technical rounds. There are 4 rounds, technical rounds usually, that happen. 4 different people. When I'm saying technical, it doesn't just mean this, it means puzzles, maths, SQL, a little bit Python is asked. I mean, in some interviews only SQL will be asked. In some interview, puzzles and SQL will be asked. In some interviews, puzzle, a bit of Python will be asked. It will be like that. Okay. But 3 to 4 different people take your technical rounds. Yeah. Okay. After 5th round, 6th round, and 7th round. 6th round and 7th round happens on your leadership principles. Again, leadership principles come here. Basically, they ask, can you explain me a project where you showed ownership? Ownership was a leadership principle. Yeah. So they can ask you, please, can you take me through a project where you showed ownership? Can you take me through a project where you deep dived on things? Can you take me through a project where you showed bias of action? So you have to make sure that you are going through all of these leadership principles and you have stories on each of them. You know what I did? I spent one day in just preparing my story for leadership principles. I prepared one day for making my stories right for leadership principles. Okay. 6 and 7 rounds are only on leadership principle, and then eighth is not a round typically. It's like a HR, discussion with HR on salary negotiations and all those things. On salary negotiations and all. This is the whole process of Amazon's interview. How many of you guys are clear? Amazon is based internationally, so Amazon has its office in everywhere, in almost in all the countries. Yeah. So if you're present in a country where Amazon is there, you can apply for data analyst job there. Okay. Is it clear? And the leadership principle that I mentioned are the most important things in Amazon. That's basically they are the differentials that Amazon has created. ये एक अलग चीज है जो Amazon ने create करी है बाकी कंपनीज से, है ना? बेसिकली अगर आप बाकी कंपनी का इंटरव्यू दे रहे हो, it's the core thing is same only. The skill sets are same only, no difference in skill sets. It's just the way of presenting your skill sets which differ from company to company, and I've just told you how is it different for Amazon. ठीक है? Okay. ठीक है. This is more or less done. Let's discuss about the resources now. What are the resources to study the skill sets, right? Let me rub them off. One second, guys. Varisha is saying is Amazon in Pakistan. I'm not sure, Varisha. You'll have to check. Okay? You'll have to check. You can just check Amazon Pakistan. You can see if it's there or no. You know? Okay. Now, let me share some links with you. Give me a second. And we'll discuss all the links. So, for SQL, where is my? I hope you are able to see the screen. Yes. One second. For SQL, there's a really good platform called W3 Schools. Okay. Go to W3 Schools. Open it. And it's a good platform for SQL as well as Python. So you can study both SQL and Python from this particular website. It's good for basic. Obviously, if you want to learn SQL and Python in depth, you might need to join some mentorship sessions. You might need to take a course or something. Yeah. But for basic understanding SQL and Python, you can learn from here. Okay. For practicing, so I'll share this link once again. Where is okay, here? Hey, I'm not able to send anything on chat. It's getting stuck because of too many people. Yeah, this is a link for W3 schools. You can refer to this to learn simple things. Yeah, Geeks for Geeks is another platform where you can learn a lot of, you can learn Python. You can learn a lot of things from here. So, one second. So, Geeks for Geeks is also a good platform. Okay, sharing. It seems that it's taking a lot of time for me to share and write things. Yeah. And then HackerRank is a good platform for practicing SQL questions. Okay. If you want to if you want to practice SQL questions, you can practice from here. Lead Code is a good platform. So HackerRank, Lead Code are good platforms to practice SQL and Python both. Data Camp. Data Camp is basically, once again, let it open. Data Camp is basically where you can learn things for free and you can do projects here. In Data Camp, there are certain projects that you can do. Okay. If I show you another platform, once again, Titanic project was in Kaggle. Yes. Kaggle is another really good platform to practice. Not exactly practice, but to solve some use cases, to do some projects. Okay. So you can search here projects. You will find a lot of projects here. You can find data sets here. Yeah. And you can work on, see, these are the projects, Netflix movies, e-commerce furniture data set. These are all the projects that are there. You can go through these projects on the basis of the requirement. And then you can add that in your resume. Yeah. Then if you want to study a book, I think let me think of a book. There's a book called Python for Data Analysis. By Wes McKinney, I think something like this. Yeah, this is the book. You can go through the book. Okay. Then there is a book for SQL for data scientists. Beginner guide for building data. This one. Yeah. You can study from these books. Then if you want to, yeah, I'm not able to. These are two things that you can do. Yeah, that's enough, I think. Okay. There are some small platform, SQL Zoo. SQL Zoo is also where you can practice SQL questions. But I think more or less you will be good if you are able to cover at least the websites that I just mentioned. Okay. So these are things that you can do. Now, let's stop here and let's take your doubts. Please ask me your doubts, guys. Let's have a small doubt session as well. Please ask me doubts, guys. Can a fresher get a first job as data analyst? Yes, you can get. You just need to get the right skill sets. I have just mentioned the right skill sets. Just get it. Just once you are able to learn those skill sets, you will be ready for interviews. Okay. Some people are saying puzzles. Just search mathematical puzzles for interview. You will be able to find no specific links. Geeks, I think, is having that. Just go through them and you will be good. You know? I'll try to cover as much as doubts as possible. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Can I just say dhanyavad? Okay, thanks, Ajay. Can I do HR analytics to go into HR domain as a fresher? Yes, you can do that. You should do that. Okay. Please tell me how to prepare interview questions. Interview questions differ from team to team. So discussing interview questions will be. I can't discuss specific things right now, right? We can't discuss specific things because we just covered. Anyways, we covered specific to Amazon. Now Amazon has multiple teams. Every team will have different kind of questions. We can't discuss those things. But the common thing will be the leadership principles that we discuss. So please make sure that you are having your experience based on leadership principles. Okay. Could you please share those two websites for practicing SQL? I just shared, no? I just shared. The thing is, it's not allowing me to share. But once again, I mean, it's very. My system is getting stuck because so many of you guys are there. I'm not able to open the chat window. Yeah, I'll share. Yeah. Okay. This is the link and the other link I just shared before. Yeah. What else? What other questions are there? Is there limited or less hiring for a data analyst role? Not limited. I mean, currently the hiring process has slowed down because of the market condition, but it will improve. You don't have to worry, guys. It will improve back again. Maybe in 1.5 years, it will improve. Where to apply for data analytics job? So mainly on Amazon's portal, Amazon's own website, you can apply. Okay, just search Amazon careers. You can apply there. Do not apply on LinkedIn. It doesn't work usually. It usually does not work. Apply on Amazon's own portal, or if you have any referral, any friend who's already working there, you can get that referral also. Okay, I did PA and experience in customer doing data analytics course from Tech, how to get first job first, and what should be the salary. I just mentioned, no. If you're a fresher, you can expect a salary between 6 to 8. If you are 1 year experience, you can expect 13 to 15 something. And if you are 2 or 3 year experience, you can expect something more than 20 lakh. Excel and SQL is good enough, is enough for getting. Yes, absolutely, Shweta. If you know Excel and SQL, it's good enough. Okay. Sir, how about degree? No, not relevant. Only thing which is relevant is your skill set. If you have the right skill set, you will definitely get the job. How to get project? I just showed, no, Senapati. I just showed the links, right? You can just go through those links, and you can add those. You can work on those projects, learn those projects really well, and then you can add those projects in your resume. Marketing analytics work is same as business analytics, more or less. 90% of analytics work is similar across all the different domains, guys. Okay. Sir, I have 3+ years of experience in the Cognizant as automation tester. So will I be considered? Yes. See, the point is, if somehow you're able to show that you have some experience in analytics, you will not be considered as a fresher. Otherwise, you will definitely be considered a fresher. Okay? Dhaval? Prashant is saying from Naukri.com, we don't receive any calls. What should I do? Yeah, these platforms usually are not able to help us get any calls. The best way is to apply on the company's portal. Ananya is saying, please answer me. Which question, Ananya? I'm sorry, I am not able to find your question. Okay, next. How to get data analytics internship? In the same way that you are trying for data analytics job, same way you will be doing data analytics internship also. Okay. Chat GPT matters. If you are able to take help from Chat GPT, Jitesh, it is good only. Okay. So many questions are there. 1 second. Guys, I will not be able to answer so many questions. It will be very difficult for me. What question were you